seconds here. Get everybody a chance to get on live, since I know that we're getting calls today talking to our respiratory specialist going, where is Corey and where is the O2 classroom at today? So for those that are joining us right now, I want to start off with a huge apology. We were a little delayed today. It's been pretty busy here, which is a great thing. But we do promise that we will be on every Tuesday at 11 Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. But we were a little late. It's funny because if you're coming on now, as this was talking about a couple of the guys and girls back here, we're like, where's the video out today? We're getting people calling in saying, hey, I checked this live video out every week and it's not on. And it's great to hear that and see that a lot of you guys are hopefully getting some good knowledge out of these O2 classrooms and hopefully learning a good amount of stuff. So that being said, let's get started with another session or live of the O2 classroom, brought to you by First Class Medical. My name is Corey Luckner. I'm one of the owners here. If you've been tuning in with us for the past few weeks, what's been like maybe a couple months now?
Yeah.
A couple months. I've worked with myself and Lisa here. Lisa's one of the best employees here, if not the best employee here. She's one of my favorites. But she does a lot of the help on the knowledge part of basically how to manage your respiratory illness. We give you a lot of knowledge of how to basically day-to-day management, and then we even get a little further into that, into as far as what we can do for you on the portable oxygen concentrators, give you a little bit more education on those so that you can make a smarter decision in your buying process if you're looking at making the switch from the oxygen tanks to a concentrator, or if you're just getting put on oxygen and wanting to go right into a portable concentrator, which personally I feel is the smartest decision to go because it's the most convenient route to go. That being said, another cool part I don't even think Lisa knows is I'm learning that there's actually competitors that watch our live episodes, and they're learning a lot too. So it's pretty cool to see that we're not only helping customers, but we're helping our competitors learn a little bit on the day-to-day management of these illnesses and stuff, because the more knowledge we can put out there, even if it's our competitors able to do it, the more knowledge you receive, and just makes it a lot easier to basically manage what you need to get done and be able to get you onto that active-free lifestyle that you're used to living. So welcome, competitors, and welcome all those patients out there, customers of ours. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're going to get going on today's. Today's going to be about eating and breathing right. It's summertime. We all love our food. I absolutely love our food. I don't look like it, but under this nice black shirt, there's a big belly. But I love food, and I know we all do. So that being said, though, we also have to be careful with not only the foods that we eat, but when you're on oxygen and you have a respiratory illness, what kind of ways that you kind of prepare your food. So going into it, obviously the process of changing food to energy for the body is what we call metabolism. Oxygen food that you eat are the raw materials used for this process. We all kind of know that growing up. Some unfortunate for some of us that have learned what the metabolism does when it kind of slows down on you. But at the end of the day, when you're eating these types of foods, one of the kind of things you want to stay away from, like carbohydrates. That being said, is because of the fact that they produce carbon dioxide, which obviously for oxygen patients we're trying to produce carbon dioxide as possible, because that you're on oxygen, and you want to make sure that at the end of the day you're staying as healthy as you possibly can. Really, the fat produces the least at the end of the day for carbon dioxide. So one of the diets that you really want to focus on is a low carb diet with healthy fats. Those are normally going to be the best kind of route to go if you're an oxygen patient or have a respiratory illness. It's the best for your lungs. Now, summer is the perfect time to be able to eat healthier. You can always go to like the farmer's market for fruit, fresh fruits and vegetables. Eat plenty of salads with cut vegetables as well. Last week we talked about staying hydrated. Now, one of the downfalls of drinking a ton of water, which is of course always great, is the fact that you have to use the restroom more. So this is a great time to be able to get fresh orange juice, all that kind of stuff for the vitamins that really get soaked in your body and stay in your body versus coming out when you go to the bathroom a lot. Also, try to experiment. Lisa did a post, what was this, a couple of years ago, right, on the Mediterranean food?
Yeah.
Lisa did an amazing post, and it was huge, actually. A lot of the customers loved it. And it was a post about Mediterranean foods. And it actually turns out that Mediterranean foods as a diet is actually one of the best diets for anybody with a respiratory illness, because they find that it's the healthiest for your heart and your lungs. So try like ceviche as well, or any kind of Mediterranean dish. What you're trying to look for is experimenting with the raw dishes. So if you can handle raw food, like I love my fish, then that's gonna be a good diet to try out to see basically how it can help your respiratory illness, maybe make breathing a little bit easier for you, which is at the end of the day, the number one goal that we're trying to provide is to make your life a little bit easier. That being said, lighter cooked foods are a good summertime fare as well. And then we were talking about last week about basically one of the main causes, or one of our mission statements is this kind of help prevent COPD exacerbations, because if you haven't heard on a previous live or read our blog post, COPD exacerbations are pretty dangerous. I mean, first off, at the end of the day, they're preventable, very easily preventable. And the thing is, a lot of customers and patients don't know really what to look for in signs and all that. So you're going through an exacerbation, which causes a hospital visit, which nobody wants to do. But once again, the sad part is these are preventable. We've gone through in a lot of our lives. We've gone through it in our blog posts. We're always kind of posting on how to prevent exacerbations, because being that they are preventable, we want to make sure you have the tools and you know what it is that you need to look for to prevent the exacerbations. So that being said, we all know that smoking leads to the leading cause of one of the leading causes of COPD. Well, not only now if you quit smoking tobacco, other smokes such as grilling can cause exacerbations. So just a little tips and tricks to, if you're wanting to grill, because that's kind of like something that is hard to stop, because that's some of the best food out there. I mean, who doesn't want a burger or a brat? Hot dogs as well. When you're barbecuing, here's a couple tips that you should do if you are going to be around a barbecue. First off, keep your oxygen away from the flames. I would hope it's kind of common sense there, but sometimes people don't know. Keep your concentrator, keep your tanks, if you're on the tanks, away from open flames. You don't want to risk anything there. That's just something that I will always let people know, because they always call in and ask, hey, can I be using this by a fireplace or grilling, or sometimes we even ask, can I still smoke while I'm on oxygen? Well, don't do that. Try to stay away from the flames. If you are going somewhere where there is a bonfire or you are grilling, try to stay upwind. You're not going to want to be having smoke and all that come into, or going right into you, I can't talk, sorry, breathing all the smoke in while you're grilling, because obviously we're trying to keep you away from the smoke, being that is something that can cause an exacerbation. So try to stay upwind of any bonfire or grill if there's a lot of smoke going on. I personally, once again, even though I'm not on oxygen, I don't even like to really have all the smoke go up in my face. Love the smell, but you can do that from upwind as well. So, and then as we talked about the disaster preparedness video, this was a few times ago, or maybe about a month ago, we went over that. If you do want to kind of be around the grill and all that, we recommend wearing a mask if possible, if you have one. Once again, we're trying to keep as much smoke out of your lungs as we possibly can to prevent that exacerbation. Now, grilling can be a very healthy method of cooking for anyone with COPD. So that being said, if you're going to be grilling, propane grills put out less smoke than charcoal, so try to go anything that's going to prevent as much smoke as possible. Grilled lean meats and fish are tasty, and they're actually very healthy as well. That kind of goes with everything we're talking about with the kind of diets. Diets are a pretty big part of respiratory illness as well as far as managing them. So that's kind of what we're focused on. Veggies are always good as well. And then try to reduce your cook time by using cubed meats or sliced meats like kebabs and all that. That's always an amazing choice. Keep your grill clean at all times. This is something that's just going to help with more smoke, of course. And then avoid pressing down on any meats. I'm a big griller, and at the end of the day, if you're pressing down on the meats, that's going to cause a lot more smoke to happen as well within your grill, which is, of course, one of the main things I keep repeating. We're trying to make food with less smoke. And then another way is for grilling healthier is to use a marinade. Marinades add antioxidants and reduce carcinogens, so that's another great way to go when grilling. And then that being said, there's a lot to what I just said just now about all these foods and all this different stuff. Well, Lisa put together an amazing download where you can get a summertime cookbook with salads, healthy marinades, and other tips on grilling and stuff that maybe I didn't mention here. So she goes into a little bit deeper of the types of foods, the diets, the way to grill, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of better manage that illness with a better diet. But the cookbook is in our private Facebook group. Make sure you join that private Facebook group. You you go on Facebook, they have a nice little search bar on top, type in First Class Medical, you're gonna see something that basically says a support group in there. We have a business page and we have a private Facebook support group page. Our business page is more of the content we put out, and we put a lot of other stuff in there, sales and stuff. But the private Facebook group is really meant to have a support group for yourself. You're going to have people in there have the same respiratory illness, that have maybe gone through the same types of surgeries, that are attempting the same different kind of diets. And I mean, at the end of the day, you can listen to what we say. We do a lot of research, but nobody's going to be able to help you more than somebody that is going through the same thing that you are. So they can give you little tips and tricks of what they're doing. Amazing conversations are always happening in that group. They're always being able to help others with the kind of what they're maybe a surgery to look at, or new medicines that come out. Seeing if anybody's tried it. So I recommend joining the Facebook group. She's gonna download that for that little cookbook is gonna be exclusive to the Facebook group. So make sure you do it. One thing that we're gonna go into as well now that we're done with the foods is there's a Very Fit Pro right here that I'm holding. And one of the biggest things that you want to do, definitely if you are have a respiratory illness, is always want to be able to just keep your body going, keep working out, try to stay as in shape as you possibly can. It's basically what they have shown. Studies have shown that physical activity is beneficial for both your physical and mental health. So we've kind of all known that, but it's kind of crazy just what keeping yourself in some sort of shape will do to your respiratory illness. That being said, we're actually going to be giving this away, so I'll tell you how you can win one of these at the end of this video. So we're going to go into basically how to step up your exercise game and why you really should focus on your exercise game. Once again, those studies of the mental and physical. At the end of the day, what we're trying to do is avoid you from being sedentary. Basically just sitting there not doing anything at all. We want to make sure that you're always moving, getting those lungs working, and they do a lot of therapy. I mean, you've probably seen a respiratory therapist and all that kind of recommend that you go do these little workouts and stuff for your lungs, breathing workouts and all that. They, at least in the support group too, and from the studies and research we've done, it helps you drastically. Like, you're gonna know it, you see a huge difference when you do these type of same exercise or doing these long workouts and a lot of breathing exercises. That's amazing for you and helps you kind of control your breathing as well. So to encourage you to go out, this is a nice little wearable fitness tracker that is going to do multiple different things. The reason why Lisa picked this one is right here. There's a lot of trackers out there that you can use, but this specific one that we're giving away here, it has weather alerts, which are huge for patients with respiratory illness, because the different types of weather conditions really affect kind of how you're breathing, and they can also trigger exacerbations. Some of the stuff, if it's pollutions in the air, pollutants in the air. Sometimes I know in Colorado, I saw an evergreen. I think we mentioned this on one of the first ones a couple months ago. There was just what was it? I don't even know what it was. It was like you could see all these like flowers and stuff going. Pollen. Thank you. The pollen was insane in evergreen here in Colorado. Well, the pollen is a huge thing that can trigger exacerbations, and this will tell you, basically give you weather alerts, so to kind of let you know, hey, is this going to be a good day for me to be outside, or is this a day I need to stay inside and shut the windows and stay somewhere where there's a little bit cleaner air. So it gives you weather alerts. It also has a guided breathing function, which is a huge part to avoid exacerbations, so keeping control of your breathing. This little device will help you out with that. And then at the end of the day, this helps you with being sedentary, and this will help you basically have a step count That helps you basically kind of have maybe if you have a personal goal in mind, like, hey, I want to walk this many steps today. It counts that, tracks that, lets you set goals on here. So it's a really good way to really keep yourself moving, keep yourself healthy, and keep yourself in shape. You don't realize that how much of that has to do with your respiratory illness and how much it can help and benefit you. So we're trying to promote exercise. We're trying to promote getting out there. We're trying to promote being free and living a lifestyle that you used to live, so being active, because being active is going to help you a lot in this journey that you're on. Other than that, though, what we're doing and how to give you the chance to win this very fit pro and get you back to exercising and in a healthier condition than what you might be right now. Go to our private Facebook group, and Lisa, maybe if you can, after this video ends, we'll post a link to it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll post a link to the private Facebook group for you guys, so it's a little easier to get there. Make sure it's going to have you asked to join, and then one of us admins will approve you, as long as we of course know that you really are a customer. We try not to get have everybody go in there just in case of spam and all. We try to keep it a closed, regulated group. Now, as far as what you need to do, join our private Facebook group. We'll have a link on the bottom after this video, so just give it about, what we say, about 2 minutes, and Lisa will get it up there, or if Eden's watching now, I can have Eden put it up now. Download the Summer Treat Cookbook. So join our private Facebook group, download the cookbook, and try one of the recipes that Lisa has in that cookbook. What we want you to do is, once you have tried one of the recipes in the cookbook, let us know in that private Facebook group how it goes, and one of your healthy summertime recipes with us. Let them know which summertime recipe you used with us, and you will be entered to win. So, Lisa, do you have a date of when you want to decide the winner?
We're going to decide the winner the last show of this month, so 2 weeks from today.
Last show of this month. You have 2 weeks to join our private Facebook group, download the cookbook, and then share one of the recipes that you tried out in that cookbook into our private Facebook group to win, and then we'll decide at the last First Class Medical O2 Classroom live this month, and the winner will get a Very Fit Pro watch here. So this will be a great thing to help you kind of stay active, and once again, that's our goal. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Lisa, is there any questions that you see?
No, Patty and Peggy both just stopped in to say hi.
Perfect.
Peggy said she couldn't hear very well, so hopefully she got her phone turned up or computer or whatever.
Perfect. Yeah, make sure the volume is always up on your phone or your computer. I know it's been a big issue with some. We're working to each live that we go to, we're always testing new stuff with mics and all that too as well. So the thing with the lives is we're on an iPhone, so that's kind of how Facebook has it set up. So it's not the best recording equipment as Lisa's used to using. So great to know that we don't have any questions again, and if you guys ever have any questions, make sure to post them in the comments below. We'll answer them here live. It's great to make this a nice little Q&A, because there's questions out here maybe on the foods that I can help you with, the concentrators, or any other management tips with the oxygen and being on the respiratory illness. This is a great place to ask. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I am no doctor, but I can at least tell you what our research has found and guide you to the right direction if it's an answer I can't answer myself. So make sure you're always asking questions on here, because we love to help you guys out. That's what we do. That's what I live for. And at the end of the day, if you are looking for a portable oxygen concentrator, give us a call. Talk to our respiratory specialist here. You can reach us at 1-800-520-5726. They'll be able to help with any questions you may have, help guide you in the best portable oxygen concentrator for your needs. And then if you need to look at anything on our website, you can always visit www.first, and first is the number 1 ST, so www.firstclassmed.com. You can see our wide variety and range of portable oxygen concentrators. And once again, if you have any questions, give us a call. We're always here to help. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. We will be back next week at 11 a.m. at Mountain Standard Time on Tuesday. So stay tuned. We'll be on time that week. So have a great day. Bye-bye.